We start with the design of the curriculum, and it starts with these ideas, and I hope that this panel will accomplish this, and these speakers will talk about that. But when you see it all come together in ways that exceed your expectations, it really so gratifying.
There are three things that always happen. One, I'm going to hear ideas that I haven't heard before. That's always interesting. Second, probably most important, is the connecting with other people. And third, obviously, it's Vegas, so hopefully we'll have a little fun too.
But really the message was, participants in this great summit, we're enjoying an incredible secular growth run, being providers or actual principals in this independent advisory model. Things have been going great, but we're trying to sort of push this message, but the environment around us though is changing really quickly.
The big reason I wanted to be here is because Wells Fargo Advisors is in so many different channels. Ultimately, I feel like the change in how the industry has developed will continue to evolve.
If you start with some really good direction and clarity as to where we think all of this is headed, and we bring together in one arena the best and brightest in the industry, from investment advisors to their service providers to leading journalists, and we put them all in that arena and we give them essentially no rules, nothing that they can't talk about, then the best ideas percolate to the top. And even more interesting than that, the best ideas cross over from session to session.
What resonated with me most was the diversity panel. I think it's something that's extremely important for our industry. It can't be talked about enough. It was great to see 3 women on the panel, which is pretty unique at conferences.
You need to articulate at a leadership level, why is it important to have inclusion and diversity? And I think that the more you hold people's feet to the fire to really be accountable for those results, that's the only way that true movement is actually going to happen.
So I thought it was really interesting from my co-panelists to hear how they're helping advisors articulate what the value is in coming to that particular firm. I thought it was really interesting and useful to be able to help support those efforts as we look ahead into the coming year.
There's so much that we do to innovate and challenge ourselves, but the very best feedback that we get are from the advisors that we work with. And our opportunity to be here and to interact with them and hear their feedback firsthand is absolutely invaluable to me.
The singular biggest focus from advisors these days is growth. We've had an unprecedented bull market here the last 10 years. Principals, firms have taken advantage of that by putting up really impressive organic growth numbers, but it's never enough. I think we all see that there's so much opportunity, so much potential that's up there. So a lot of people focus on, how do I really get another step function of organic growth into my firm?
The content has been phenomenal. Gotten to listen to and learn from a lot of people in the industry that I don't normally have the opportunity to interact with.
The panelist that surprised me the most was Magic Johnson, because up until about 36 hours ago, I didn't know he was going to be here. I look back on everything, and it just becomes one great curriculum with all sorts of different presenters, really adding a richness to the fabric that really exceeded my expectations.